Okay, let's try that again. So, outdoors, people. Yeah, we had connection issues. I'm in the woods. That happens. So anyway, guys, first night, I brought my thermos with me so I can make my own coffee, which is awesome. Which means I don't have to sit there and boil water every time I want a cup of coffee. Just make me coffee here. Then I got drinkable goodness. Gotta love coffee. All right, so let's see here. So, Jackalope, good to see you. JJ Johnson, how's it going? All right, been smoking meat since 6 a.m. Sounds nice out there, Arkansas living. It is. It really is nice out here. Hello from Ocala. Well, definitely good to see you. Thank God you got coffee. Yes, I was not doing this trip without coffee. Hoodal, how's it going, buddy? Day, not daddy. JJ Johnson. Not a problem, man. KY Patriot Prepper. How you doing? I'm doing good. Got the campfire going here. We just have to move around with the camera a little bit because internet connection. So I'm actually just getting the fire bed, everything ready. Let me go ahead and bring this in here. Yeah. So tonight, I do apologize if the camera is bouncy because I'm using the cell phone for the live stream. And I heard a frog. Tomorrow we're going to be packing up camp and moving across the lake. This area is just too open for me. It was a nice spot just to sit down in by the time I got here. But trying to move everything by the time I got here and everything else, it's just easier just to set up a camp tonight. Go through my gear because I didn't have time yesterday to final touches on my gear. So I know I've got some things in my bag and some things I don't have in my bag. It's one of those things. It was a rush moment. I was supposed to take time yesterday and go through all my stuff, but something happened and I couldn't do that. But I am here. Song of the South, good to see you. Virginia Roots, good to see you, my friend. Mike, how are you doing? Coffee before bed? You're a hardcore brother. Brother, I can sit there and drink a cup of coffee and go right to bed. Freaking crazy. I need coffee in the morning just to wake up, but I can drink it and go right to bed. Same with those monsters. By the way, guys, Mike right there, he was in the Pathfinder course with me. He's one of the guys that also got patched through the intermediate scout class. I have been posting up his link on the community posts and stuff like that for his channel. Definitely, guys, get over there, subscribe to him. He's a real good dude. I got to talk to Mike, I don't know, pretty good, I believe it was the second night. Is whenever night we had to do the hammocks. And everybody else that weren't sleeping in the hammocks were up, huddled around the fire because it's freaking cold. So that night I actually got to talk to Mike for a good while. So I got to know him a lot better. So yeah, we are definitely pushing his channel along with a couple other guys for sure. All right, Dusty Daddy, good to see you. Did you see Salty Dog Kevin's video today from Pathfinder Instructor? I saw something about illegals while I was out here in the woods. My internet's not the best out here. Oh, and the reason I'm moving around so much is because I'm on my knees out here because where I have my nice little setup at, I don't have reception. So if that's the one you're talking about, then yes, I did see that. Led Zepp Girl, good to see you, my friend. All right, scrolling through here. All right, scrolling through. If it was cold for you, that's making me a little nervous on how cold it would be for the basic class in November. Well, Crafty, just depends. I'm used to 100-degree weather here in Florida, and then go up to Ohio when it dropped down to 50. It's a huge drop. It's a 50-degree drop for somebody that's been in Florida the last several years. So yeah, it got cold. Was it freezing cold? No, you know, just grab the blanket and wrap yourself with it. But yeah, it got cold. If I had been living back up in North Carolina for the last couple of years and then go over there, wouldn't have been an issue. But I've been out here where it's 90 degrees at night, except today it's like 80 something today. But usually 90 degrees at night, and then go up there 50 degrees. Yeah, big difference. We'll definitely stay in touch. Absolutely, Mike. Like I said, I definitely want to hook up with you and do a live stream together and stuff. Got your email, Nunya. How many days and nights are you camping out there? Today is Tuesday. I will be getting picked up next Tuesday. So 7 days. I'll be out here a week. It's supposed to be 57 here tonight. Yeah, it's going to get a little chilly tonight. But I got my sleeping bag. That's one of the things I didn't have. Couldn't bring my sleeping bag with me when I was at the Pathfinder course. I had to use that wool blanket. I don't use a wool blanket. That's why I have a sleeping bag. All right, give me a second, guys. I got to move wood into the fire here. So give me a second. Because I don't want my fire going out. See, everything's been wet. What else I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my bag. Now I can sit down on it instead of sitting here on my knees out here in the woods. Makes it much more easier on me. Oh, yeah, much easier. I'm gonna have to adjust the camera because now I'm too tall. So, give me a second, everybody, while I get the camera adjusted. Yeah, fire's in the background. Gotta love a good campfire. It's been thunderstorms all day since I got out here. Good news is I was able to collect a lot of rainwater, which saves me a lot of time on purifying water. So the last trip out here, I spent most of my day boiling water. So I've got about 8 gallons of water that I collected just from rainwater today. And that's just being out here when the storm came up, which sucks, but hey, it's fresh water. Aussie Survival, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? All right, scrolling through here. Annie Oakley, how's it going? Let's see here. Gardner Josh, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. It's been fallish, taking the kids to the mountains in a couple weeks. Yeah, since I got back from my trip, the weather's not been bad. I mean, it's been raining about every day here in Florida, at least the part I'm at. But as far as the heat and stuff, it hasn't been too bad. KY CFP, you're one of the few that truly walk the walk. Really appreciate your channel. Well, I definitely do appreciate that. That's what we are definitely striving for on this channel. Nothing against anybody else. There's a lot of information about survival and prepping from talk radio. Let's put it that way. Talk TV. We could all sit and read the same forums and the same books together, but until you actually have to do it, it's a big difference. There's a huge difference in actually having to do something. So that's what we're doing with our channel. We are actually putting into action what we're speaking. All right, scrolling through. I didn't shave today. Found springs today on our property. That's actually really cool. Damn, 8 gallons? Yeah, JJ. So I brought 5 gallons. Oh, I'm sorry, I brought 5 2-liter bottles with me. That way I had extra water, because I was just going to bowl up a whole bunch of water. That way, not having to go back and forth to filter out water. And I brought my solar shower with me. The reason I brought that is to collect water. So, using my tarp, we just had some. It rained for like 2 hours, and I just started falling it down. I used my pot to collect it with, and I filled up my 5-gallon solar shower, and I filled up every single one of those 2-liter bottles. Also, my canteen, and also thermos of coffee. So yeah, about 8 gallons. Song of the South, I just received 2 books on edible and medicinal plants to study up on. There's nothing wrong with books. I would definitely tell you, go practice it. There's a lot of things with a lot of books, guys, that I've noticed with my experience, because I'm always out in the woods. Most of the pictures that are taken for the books, if it is pictures, a lot of times it's just hand-drawn stuff. Most of the pictures are by season, and if you're not in the correct season, you're not going to be able to identify the plant. So it's definitely, it's kind of like mushrooms. You got to get with somebody and actually go through it. So there's nothing wrong with having the books. Just make sure you actually get out there and work it. Annie Oakley, is your wife with you, or are you alone? I am alone. I do all my survival outdoor videos by myself. I just peaceful. Well, occasionally there'd be a coyote or something like that. I did have some deer out there earlier. I got some good video of their prints and stuff by the time I went and got the camera. Relax the Sage Spa, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, and by the way, that honeycomb that you hooked me up with was awesome, because that bus ride sucked. So having that honey was freaking amazing. It was a nice burst of energy. All right, scrolling through here, guys. How many pounds of gear did you carry today? Today, I took 2 packs. So my normal pack, which is about 40 pounds, thereabouts, an additional 30 pounds. So 70 pounds. I brought 2 packs with me. So when I got into location, I dropped off 1 pack, walked the pack in, dropped that pack, went back and picked it up. So I just had to do double time, but I needed enough materials because I want to get onto the other side of the pond, the other side of the lake there, and start building a structure. So I needed certain tools for that, stuff I usually don't carry with me, like freaking axe. As soon as I get it out of the stump, I usually don't carry an axe. I carry a hatchet, carry a machete, I got a saw, I've got all kind of stuff. So having that extra weight, I just put in that other pack. Also bringing more 2-liter bottles to fill up with water. That also took up room. Most of that, though, you can just strap onto the outside. Lady T, how you doing? All right, scrolling through here, guys. Good talk at the campfire. Can't beat that. Storm of truth. I agree with you. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get the... Let me see. Bear with me. I'm going to try to move the camera. See if I can get the fire in the background with this. You know what that means. Oh, I just heard a coyote. Also, this trip, I have my pellet rifle, small game, and I also have my bow. Because last time I was out here, I had a whole bunch of coyotes run up on me. And doing it without some type of weaponry. Pellet rifle is not going to do anything to them. It's a 22 caliber pellet rifle, but the bow. So I do have that with me. All right. Well, I got the camera moved anyway, but can't see the fire. Probably because I need to stoke it. All right, scrolling through the chat. I do need to move. I need to put some firewood in there. All right. Are you hunting Sasquatch? Negative. If I was hunting Bigfoot, it would be the Skunk Ape down here, and I'm not far enough south for it. That's usually the Everglades and Ocala and stuff like that, where you hear about the Skunk Ape, Swamp Ape stuff. I'm in Northwest Florida, and there's the only thing bigger than me out here is black bear. That's it. Give me a second, guys. I need to put some more wood on this fire. Because it was a pain in the butt getting this fire started today. With all the rain I had to deal with. Everything was wet when I got here. So trying to dry out tinder, shave stuff down just to make a fire going. That was a job, it really was. But I was able to get it done. Just takes time. Don't worry. I use my lighter. I was not out here with my bow drill or anything like that trying to get a fire going in a wet condition. That just sucks. But that's also why I'm a prepper, because I know having a lighter on hand is nice to have. I got my ferro rod, got my magnesium fire starter, I got my fire kits. I got all that stuff with me. But sometimes you just can't beat a good Bic lighter. Alright, so that should get that. I got a bright ass light right in my face. Oh, that should get the fire going anyway. Okay, let me get back in chat, guys. T-Girl, good to see you. I'm late. Not a problem. Jeff, how are you doing, brother? Making some more coffee. That's the type of outdoorsman I am. I brought my thermos. I brought instant coffee, and I boiled up enough water to make a thermos of coffee. Work smarter, not harder, right? I got tired of boiling water every time I needed a cup of coffee. So, all right, scrolling through here. All right. Look out for Brian for us. Sovereign Mind. I don't know who that is. Alright, scrolling through. We're going wild, as especially in my country, a boxer planning to be in my country. Well, we've had a movie star as ours, Reagan. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Ragnarok? Prepper. I probably messed up your name. Ragnarok Prepper. Good to see you out in the woods. Yep, definitely enjoy being out in the woods. Is it hard doing these 7-day survival videos? Yeah, well, of course it is. I'm out in the woods. I enjoy being out in the woods, so I actually get to do my job is actually doing what I enjoy doing, being out in the woods. So yeah, I freaking love it. Does it suck when you have a thunderstorm crashing over your head? Absolutely it does, especially if you're in a tent. All right, scrolling through here, guys. How much actual weight did you carry into camp? 2 bags. I didn't actually weigh anything out. I'm going to say probably 70, 80 pounds total. Because I'm going for the long haul with all the tools and stuff I need to build. I would just fill the whole thermos with coffee. And that is exactly what I did. That's why I brought it with me. Because usually I'm making by the cups. So this trip, I brought the thermos with me. Jeff, did you pack a fishing pole? I brought my cane pole, and I brought my fishing lines and stuff like that to run trot lines and stuff. An actual fishing rod and reel I didn't bring with me. Because what I was worried about with this particular lake was like the other lakes. There's like 8 lakes in this area. I think I can say that without giving away my location. So last time I was here in this chain, the water was so far up, the bushes and stuff were, I mean, the water was all the way up in the bushes. I was having to walk like 30 yards out just to try to get a line out. And this lake's no different. So trying to fish with a fishing pole and there's that much brush out there because the water is high, it makes it impossible to use that type of stuff. Alright, scrolling through. Oh, Brian Largery. Yeah, I'm not worried about Brian out here. If Brian Largery was to show up, I would hold him till the authorities arrived. But in all honesty, he has to have his day in court just like everybody else. So I don't know what happened there. Okay, none of us do until they catch him and goes to court. Does he look guilty of sin? Absolutely does. Do I think he did it? Of course I do. But I'm also not judge, jury, and executioner. So you can start a fire with a lighter as long as you know how to start a fire. 2 other ways. That's what I have taught my daughter. Yeah, I do multiple ways, but with the amount of rain I had here, I did some video recording of me filling up the water and stuff from the rainwater. It was just bad weather for hours and everything was soaked. I had enough time to get to this location and get a makeshift camp set up, put a tent up and shoot a tarp up right before the bottom fell out. That's how bad this rain came out of nowhere. Did you bring food or are you living off the land? These videos, I bring 1 packet of food with me like I've been doing. So we brought our legacy. I was going to eat it tonight, but I went out and picked up Cactus. So that's actually what I'm going to be eating tonight. I got to fry this one up. So I won't be cooking the legacy tonight. Usually I bring one packet of our legacy because we're affiliated with them. Sorry guys, I plugged myself there. So we bring that with us. But that's it. Everything else, like last time, we got to make minnow traps and everything else, fish traps and stuff. Which last time I was in this chain, we did a 7-day camp out video. I was eating minnows and small fish from those fish traps all day long. Alright, scrolling through. I heard a branch snap, but it's probably not the Jersey Devil. Chuck Rock, how's it going? No, it's definitely not the Jersey Devil down here. If he was to show up, I've got something for him. Because I'm pretty sure there's a big bounty on him. Alright, scrolling through here. My father was a tap dancing exterminator. Okay. Not quite sure what that has to do with the camp out, but alright. So he was a tap dancing exterminator. Interesting. Alright. True in the court? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he's guilty, but it doesn't matter what I think. I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury and stuff, so it definitely looks bad, that's for sure. Alright, scrolling through here. In order to hang out with Sasquatch, you need jack links and whoopee cushion. Oh yeah, I remember those commercials. Those things were freaking awesome. I saw Heather Leno. She does some of the Black Rifle Coffee videos. She's been on a couple of those. She got her own channel. They were doing one with Bigfoot. That's actually freaking hilarious. She does the coffee commercials and stuff for them. Everyone eating worms or snails? Anyone eating worms or snails? I've eaten a lot of worms. I haven't really messed around with snails. Alright, scrolling through here. I will not eat worms or snails unless all other food resources are gone. Where are you at camping? Northwest Florida. And that's all the information I'm going to give out. Because actually this spot here is actually where I'm going to be hunting at in the next couple months. And I just don't want other people to know where I'm at exactly. Gardner Josh, yeah, I definitely do appreciate that. Thank you. Are guinea pigs good survival meat? Never eaten a guinea pig, but I don't see why not. I mean, you could eat it. I've never eaten one though. I mean, it seemed like it'd have more body fat than rabbit would. You can eat rabbit, but rabbit's real lean. You'll actually starve on rabbit. Your body will start craving the fats and stuff. So I've never had guinea pig. Our only water filtration is straining it through our teeth. Alright, scrolling through here. Have you tried Blackout Coffee? JJ Johnson. Nope, I haven't. I actually tried the, I forget which one it was, by Black Rifle Coffee. I'm trying to remember the name. So I was thinking of Black Scout Survival because he has his own coffee brand too. I've tried the Black Rifle Coffee before, and it's rough. It's rough because I usually drink my coffee black. I guess you got to be a real man to drink it. What do worms taste like? They taste like dirt. Worms eat the minerals and dirt and stuff in the ground, and that's about what they taste like. To me, they taste like dirt. Tennessee Tactical, howdy, I was over at Angry. I'm guessing Angry Prepper has a live stream going. What will you be hunting? I hear deer are small in Florida. Deer are, well, kind of small compared to other states I've been in, but you know, you can still dress one out a good 70 pounds, 70 pounds worth of meat. So yeah, deer. You know, we got wild boar and stuff like that here. We got a lot of hogs. So yeah, just whatever's in the area. Right now, I've just been tracking nutria because they've been tearing up the lake bed over here, and the deer that's around here. Squirrel, got a lot of squirrel down here. All right, scrolling through here. Why are you out there, Donna? Because I teach outdoor survival on my channel, and that's what I do. I come out here to actually show how to do things instead of sitting in my backyard or sitting at a table telling people how to survive. I actually go out here and actually show it. So that's why I'm out here, and I love being out here. All right, scrolling through here. Death Wish is great. Black Rifle is good stuff. Like I said, you gotta be a real man to drink that stuff. I forgot which brand, which particular coffee it was that I had ordered, but yeah, it was super strong. I'll tell you that. And I used to drink mine black. So usually I'm drinking Folgers. All right, scrolling through. Just hopped in. What about eating iguana? Never eaten iguana, so I couldn't tell you. Do you have to have license to trap pigs? Everyday preparedness? No. Wild hogs here is considered a nuisance. So it's open game on hogs down here. Anything that's considered a nuisance down here, you got free range. Raccoon, nutria, beaver. I'm not sure about beaver. I think you have to have a tag for beaver out here. But if it's considered a nuisance, coyote, fair game. Take them out whenever you want to. I hear frogs splashing in the water down there. I'm hoping to do some frogging tonight. Alright, scrolling through here. CFP street cred is high now. Yeah, but I'd rather not be on the street. I'd rather be out in the woods. Alright. I can never do it, so don't knock those that do. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm going soon scouting for hunting and trapping season. It's gonna be cold. What would you recommend for a cheap wall tent? I don't have a recommendation for a wall tent. I've never invested into them. I always either, like what I'm going to do here, I'm going to build a actual shelter. This is what I'm going to be doing on this trip here, because I plan on hunting in this area. So this week while I'm out here, I brought all my tools and stuff to actually construct it, but I want to do it across the pond. That way I've always got a place to go set up while I'm doing my hunting and stuff out here. Because I like going hunting for several days on end. I don't like just going, for a couple hours in a day. I usually go for long haul when I'm doing my hunting. So I don't use tents for that. I got a tent with me. It helps keep my gear dry when it's raining, especially my camera equipment. Because as a YouTuber, we drag a lot of camera equipment with us too, trying to get good film and stuff for a video. Did you bring any seasoning for the animals you catch, or are you just going to caveman it? Caveman it. When I got electrocuted years ago, I lost 80% of my taste buds. So it really doesn't matter if I put seasoning on there or not. It's just a waste. To me, it's a waste because I don't have much as taste buds go. Now, hopefully, weather permits and actually catching fish permits, I would like to do a smokehouse and stuff like that, because we haven't ever built one here on the channel, and I'd like to actually do one and actually show how it works. But we'll have to see. Alright, I'm in East Orlando. I can't find any bunker type houses. Haven't been frog gigging in too long. Hope you have some luck. Yeah, I'm hoping so this time around. Last time I was out here, I heard them. I could see them, but they're just too far out every time I try getting near them and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll give it a shot. I don't know. Is it illegal to shoot a frog? I got my pellet rifle with me, man. I don't know. Is that considered spotlighting? Maybe. I think here in Florida, when I looked at you got to look at the laws, you really do, because I think here in Florida, when I looked at frogging, I have to use either a gig. I think I have to use a gig each time. I don't think I'm allowed to shoot them or anything like that, which freaking sucks. I mean, come on now. But better follow the law than videotape something and get a freaking ticket, get fined. Can you do a podcast on smoking wild game to preserve it? Yeah, depends on what we catch. That's what I was talking about. If I have the opportunity to, I'm going to do a smokehouse. Show how to build that. Alright, scrolling through here. Alright, living in Idaho, you have to be prepared for the cold and a lot of snow. Winter camping here can teach you a thing or three: everyday preparedness. Yep, I was a train rider for a year and a half, which is a backpack. I was all over Pocatello, Idaho, Northern California, Oregon, Wyoming, North Dakota, Montana, in the snow. Yeah, I've been there, done that. So yeah, I agree with you. Winter training is another thing. It's actually a lot easier, I'll tell you right now, it's a lot easier to do winter training as far as survival goes compared to extreme heat. Extreme heat would drop you quick. Same with extreme cold if you can't stay warm. But I've always been able to find a way to stay warm compared to staying cool. But it just depends on where you're at and depends on scenario. It really does. I've been in the desert. I've been in the snowy mountains. I'm still here, so picked up a few things along the way. Alright, scrolling through here. Sorry guys. Dropped the camera. I was trying to see what the deleted message was, but it's not letting me pull it up on mine. What is a train rider? Freight train rider. Hobo. firefighter is. Actually, jumping Union Pacific, Berlin on the Santa Fe. I did that for a year and a half. What kind of pellet rifle? I have a break barrel. I was thinking of getting one of those compressed air guns. Mine's a break barrel. It's 1200 something feet per second, so it's enough to drop small game. I don't know who's texting me. I camp deep in Oklahoma woods. Rather worry about cold than heat, humid heat at that. Yeah, the humidity freaking sucks, that's for sure. I've already changed my clothes, my shirt already. Got the other one drying out right now just because of the rain. And if it does cool off in here, I don't want to be soaked because that rain came up hard. Alright. Pour some more coffee. And I'm spilling coffee all over me because it freaking sucks. I got a light blinding me while I'm trying to make my coffee. I can't see. There we go. Have to adapt and overcome. Just the freaking light. Alright, scrolling through here. I'm assuming you're drinking black coffee from your military days. Not really. I've always drank black coffee. I used to use milk back when I was younger, maybe around 16. But I've been drinking coffee since 13, 14 years old. I just like it black. Want to come to Nevada and do a survival episode in the desert. Teach how to stay alive in the driest places in North America. I have been through Nevada. I did Arizona. I was at Superstitious Mountains out there. I did Utah, and as a train ride, I was always through Nevada. So yeah, I mean, I do know it's one of the driest places for sure. Absolutely. You'll have to make a video in knife sharpening now. Alright, scrolling through here. I like my women like my coffee. So do I. Cold and bitter. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Alright. Hey, did you bring the Jackery with you? Negative. Nope, I have the only electronics I have my solar lantern, which is up there for a camp light, and I got my flashlights. How was training chicken prepper? The course was freaking awesome. I loved it. It was tough, but I definitely enjoyed it. Have you heard anything on the trucker strike on the 27th? Nothing new from what other people were talking about. You know, I've heard trucker strikes here in America about 5 times this year already, and nothing's come from it. So I just keep doing what I normally do. I prep every week when I can, and if it happens, it happens. So I don't stress it at all. If it does happen, it just happens. Seen your video with Dave Canterbury and Sean Kelly. Congratulations. Casual Preparedness. Awesome. Yeah. Corporal's Corner, Sean Kelly, he's one of the instructors there. And, of course, Dave's there. We had a couple other instructors that were there with us. Mine was... oh, man, I'm so bad with names. I'm just so bad with names. Paul was my instructor's name. He's actually got his own YouTube channel, but it's called something else. I can't remember what his YouTube channel is. I'll have to look it up. But he was my instructor. So basically, guys, like I said in the video, we sit down, they go over some things with us and send us off. You know, I had somebody say it was like a seminar or some crap like, you know, something like that. No, it's not a seminar. You're out there humping nonstop with your gear. Are you in Gator Country? Yep. Yeah, we got gators here. Dollar Tree is selling LED lights. Bought some when I went camping. Alright, scrolling through. Cold and bitter. I just gagged on a gulp. CFPU, is that behind you? I don't know. If anything's behind me, it's screwed. Should be a big pond, a big lake behind me actually. I'm about, I don't know, 10 yards from the water's edge right now. Alright, scrolling through here. I don't want more than a pellet gun in Gator Country. Well, I got my bow too. But in Gator Country, if you don't have a tag, you get in trouble for hunting gator. And tags here are hard to come by. There's not many of them. I mean, you can defend yourself against one, but yeah. All right, just with anything, you just watch where you're at. All right. I've got no gator slides over here on this lake. Anywhere where I'm at here, I don't cook and camp. I don't walk blindly into the water. You throw a light on, you can see if anything is moving around out there. You can see their eyes. You just have to keep your wits about you. You have a sidearm, don't you? Right there. I got a knife. Been out in the woods for a long, long time. Never needed one. What do you think about the skunk ape? Bigfoot? Yeah, I believe they're real. I mean, there's still land that we've never been to. There's still places that they could hide. Sure. Gator would be good eating. Yeah, gator would be. Did I miss some trolling? Not that I'm aware of, Jeff. Very possible, though. Alright, guys. Do you have any goals or projects you want to complete other than finding food while in the field this week? Yeah. Like I talked about during our first stream and everything, I am building a structure across the pond, and that's going to be part of our camping next couple of our hunting trip and stuff next couple of videos further on down the road next month. So I want to go over there and build a structure up as sound as can be, something long term. We'll be going over water purification, starting fires, you know, your basic survival stuff. And what's different than mine is because you only get one meal when you first get here. That's it. Everything else you got to find yourself. So I came across Cactus today, so I went ahead and we're going to be frying that up tonight. And so tomorrow I'll be able to have my one meal. But as of right now, we got that. I found some reindeer moss. That stuff sucks. You got to wash that stuff out really good. It's real gritty. I don't know if it's calcium deposit or what. It tastes like rock. It's just nasty. All right, scrolling through here. How do you make cactus? Best way to do prickly pear is when you, well, let me see if I can find it. I got it sitting over here. I ain't cooked mine up yet. So, best way to do it, get my light fixed here, is skin it after you take all your spines out. Skin it out. This is split in two. This thing was actually a lot thicker. And if you fry it, is the best way. If you got oil in your pack, frying up your cactus is really good. I like it fried, but you can also grill it. All right, scrolling through. Are we still live? Had a phone call. As far as I know, we are still live. Why are you wearing that Boonies hat ever since your class? Well, because I like wearing a boonie hat. Actually, I've had a boonie hat for many years, but I've been wearing my ball cap because I live in a 6x12 trailer, so that's why. Don't see what the big deal is because I'm wearing a hat. How to get the spines off cactus? Cut them out. I go over that in the video that I did today. It'll be released when I get back home. Can you please mod up Hoot Owl? I'm in need of a hand. I'm on my cell phone. I don't have the ability to do any modding, making anybody a mod. I have to have my computer, Josh. Wish I don't have my computer out here in the woods. Are you planning on being on public or private land when with your build, Scott? That's my information for me only. Alright, how about water purify? Doomslayer, yeah, we're going to be covering that with our videos out here. I just came on live just to catch up with everybody. Alright, you worry about getting stuck outside. Illness is like true. You worry about getting stuck outside. Illnesses like true, or you're... I don't know what that was. Okay, thanks. Yep, we're going to do a water purification video and stuff like that. Probably either tomorrow or the next day. It just depends on what type of trouble I run into trying to cross. So there's also a lot of trapping and stuff I want to do. I'm going to go over some fish trap builds and stuff like that. Put those in the water and show you how those work. This is what I used last time out here. They worked really well. So we're going to be doing a lot of that too. Scrolling through. How are the snakes right now, Doc? I haven't come across any. If I had come across one, I'd be cooking it and eating it instead of cactus. But I have not come across any. I bet you got some real nasties in the water because it never gets cold. Mike, yeah, I'm sure there's some nasty pathogens and stuff in the water. One stepped in the water earlier today when I got here. It's like last time I was here, it's like bath water. So you got to boil your water. I mean, anytime you run a filtration system through it, you know, especially these makeshift filters, that's just to get all the particles and stuff out. You still got to boil it. So we're going to be covering all that with our water filtration. Same thing as when you catch fish and stuff out here. Are you setting that 80-foot trot line while you're there? I'm going to shoot a whole bunch of trot lines. Snakes are probably pretty tasty right about now. Yeah, they would be if I can come across any. Use a solar shower. I'm collecting rainwater. I got about almost 5 gallons of water in it right now. I'm collecting rainwater alone today. No, I just step in the pond and take a shower. Take a bath, bathe right there in the water. Do you prefer solo camping or having someone with you? I prefer solo. All right. I don't have any problems with having somebody else camping. It makes it easier, but I really don't hang out with people, to be honest. So I usually do it by myself. Are the mosquitoes biting? Well, they would be. I sprayed myself really well, and I've got some mosquito coils burning in the background, so that helps. Having the campfire also does help. But yeah, I wasn't going out here blindly without mosquito protectant, that's for sure. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this thing up. I've got to cook my cactus dinner tonight, which means I've got to go start filming with the actual camera and light everything up for that. I just want to come on, give everybody a holler, let you know what's going on here. If I can do a live stream tomorrow, I will. I don't know how the reception is going to be on the other side of the pond, so we'll see. All right, y'all guys take care. Speak to y'all later.